Hello and welcome to another edition of TobesTries. So for today's tries, I'm doing some ramen. And unlike the past where I've typically done spicy ramen, this week I wanted to try something a little bit different. And so I'm going with Carbo ramen. And at first I wasn't entirely sure what Carbo meant. I tried to look it up online, and a lot of people were saying, oh, maybe it's low in carbohydrates. However, the fact that this has 63 grams of carbohydrates per serving seems about typical for a ramen dish. So I asked a good friend of mine who happens to be Korean if she could translate this. Thank you, Mijong. And apparently carbo means it's sort of like carbonara. So this is hot chicken flavored ramen carbonara style, or she said it's essentially like a white cream sauce. So I got the water kettle is starting to boil. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. The cool thing about these cups is you peel it back halfway like you would a normal ramen cup, and then I'm sure you add the seasoning and you seal the lid back up and you let it cook for 3 minutes, and then you can see it's got these little triangles here. You actually punch that out and then you pour the water out of those little triangles, so it drains all the water without losing any of the noodles. Pretty cool little concept. So inside we have one thick pasty flavor packet and then one dry kind of powder packet, and this is presumably the carbonara flavoring. Pretty nice looking noodles there, really wide style noodles, typical of the Korean ramen cups. Anyway, so that water, like I said, is boiling. I'm going to go ahead and prep this up and we'll get ready to try it. Alright. Once you've cooked the noodles, like I said, there's little triangles here, and we're just going to pop those out with our chopsticks. Oh gosh, hopefully, without making a mess. And then you go ahead and you just pour the water out. It's not the most effective way of doing it, but hey, it's a lot easier than trying to like hold the noodles back with your fork or whatever and having all that water. Oh, there we go. Anyway, you kind of get the idea. Didn't work out as good as I had planned. Alright, so now I have gone ahead and mixed it in, and so the first packet that I showed was the sauce packet. That is this pretty standard for the Samyang brand, this little dude on it. It's a spicy chicken flavor, although this is just regular hot chicken, so I don't think it's going to be super spicy. Then the second packet I showed, which was the powder, that actually is the cheese flavoring. So this has a pretty cheesy smell. I've never had pasta carbonara. God, I hope I'm even saying that right. Carbonara. So I don't really know what this is supposed to taste like. But yeah. Anyway, there's the noodles. You can see them. Like I said, they are wider style noodles, fairly typical of Korean ramen, I feel like. All right, let's give it a try. It's pretty good. It's definitely has a little bit more spice than I was expecting, given that it's not meant to necessarily be spicy. I mean, it does say hot chicken, but I wasn't expecting it to be spicy. The cheese flavoring actually works pretty well with it. It's got, as you can see, it's got some like herbs on it. Maybe you can't. Let's see if it lists what is in it. So yeah, it's a cheese powder, butter powder, mozzarella cheese powder, parsley, curly pepper powder. I don't know what curly pepper is. Garlic powder. So it has like some Italian flavoring components to it. It doesn't taste like Italian food at all. Like I wouldn't be served this and be like, oh, this is like real pasta from Italy. No, I mean it definitely has that spicy Korean ramen flavor to it. Overall, it's pretty good. I have no complaints as far as this go. I probably wouldn't buy it again. That dude is just chilling in, I don't know what that is, like a shipping container or something. And of course, like, I don't speak Japanese, or excuse me, Korean. I don't read Korean. My friend just told me what the flavor was, but like, I'm curious. What is he saying? Anybody who reads Korean or speaks Korean, what is he saying? I'm curious. I imagine he's saying like, oh, why? Why am I in this box? Because I have no idea why he's in a box. Anyway, I would go ahead and give this maybe 3.5 out of 5. It's not, as far as this brand of ramen goes, it's not my favorite that they've done. It's definitely different than the other ones I've tried, which are just trying to be like spicy. You know, these guys did the famous spicy chicken ramen bowl, which I have done. They did the 2X, the 3X, they've done curry ones. They're all similar products as far as flavor goes, so the cheese and the spices in this definitely mix it up a little as far as just being, excuse me, spicy ramen. But it leaves something to be desired. There's some component missing. I don't know. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. I try to post every Friday. And we have new playlists up, so if you liked this video, go ahead and check out some of the playlists. There's one for spicy food, there's one for kind of like grosser food that most people wouldn't typically want to eat. There's a candy one, there's a soda one, there's all kinds of good stuff out there in the Tobes universe. Something for everybody. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.